So you said Get Better is an album about feelings and improving yourself, and writing the songs made you feel better people or become better
Mm.
people. How did you become better people? What are you proud of having improved on in yourself?
Um, it's uh, it's funny because there is something different when you compare this album with the first one because we are talking about the same subjects, but with different pronouns. We in the first album we were saying we, you, um, and on this new album we used a lot more I to speak about the same subject. So it's funny because it completely changes the way you see the subject, and I think people can relate a lot more to those subjects like global warming or even love. So the big change is that, and what improved us. I think we worked better together. We became uh, a, a group more with each other. You see what I mean? Like we are more friend. We know each other more because we wrote the lyrics together with Loic, the drummer, and it was the first time for this album. And yeah, I think we worked deeper together than the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So one of the songs on the album is Drummer, which explores the cliches of rock drummers,
yeah.
portrayed as the party-going, unstoppable beings, you said. Um, where do you think that cliche comes from? Like, which drummers do you think are these party goers, crazy
Uh,
partiers?
I can think of the drummer of Motorhead, the drummer of Motley Crue. Even the AC/DC's drummer is known for being a party guy, and yeah, they're like bad boys. You see, it's quite funny. It's quite funny because I spotted that it's kind of a pattern in the groups. Like there is the singer and there is also the drummer who is a known person. The drummer of Blink 182. Um, there is a lot of drummers that are really known people for being funny or party guys. So and our drummer is kind of like that. So this song came really naturally. It first was like a joke to make fun of him, and it became a real song with kind of a deep meaning. So it's funny to start with a joke and finish with a deep meaning, and to say finally when someone is partying too much a lot, it is because he have um, wants because he wants to forget something. So yeah, that's the meaning behind the song, and you have to take care of the people who are partying too much around you. You have to be aware of that.
Do you not think bands like Motley Crue and Motorhead were all partiers, though?
Yeah, they were all partiers. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But I think uh it's different in every band. Yeah, you can take Motorhead on or Motley Crue. They are the whole band were totally into party, but I feel like there is a cliche around the drummer.
So would you say you personally are not such a party goer?
Oh, I'm kind of a party goer actually. I we with Loic we are when he's a party when he's into party, I and when he's not, I take it's like a relay, you see. So yeah, yeah. But I'm kind of a singer cliche, yeah. Always, always having my throat a scarf. It's kind of things like that. Maybe I will wrote a song about that too one day.
So do you think a lot of people do drink to forget their pain and troubles?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think a lot. Me first. I'm first. I will not say I drink too much. I think it's okay. I I could drink less, but I think it's okay. But yeah, a lot of people drink to forget their problems, and it's not a good thing. You have to keep a party drinking, but even in the party drinking, you can use that to forget your problems. But it's not always a good thing to forget your problems. Sometimes yes, but sometimes no. Not always. You have to face your problems.
Do you think there's anything people should do rather than drinking if they're going through a tough time?
Oh, speak to each other. I think that this is the problem in the whole world. The people are not speaking to each other and not speaking what they really have in mind. It's always confrontations. It's always I'm stronger than you, and this is so sad to have relationship like that. But I think in in most of the relation, people speak to each other, but when they don't know each other, the people don't really speak, and there is a lot of conflict for just don't say what you have in mind and in your heart, and there is a conflict because of that. So yeah, the first thing I would say is speak to each other. Say what you have in mind and what you have in your heart. What are your emotions? Express that. If someone says something that makes you sad, don't 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 beat him. Just say you makes me sad when you say that. And most of the time, the person in front of you would just calm and say, "Oh, sorry. I think it's the better way to do things."
In Bright Soul, you sing Anxious in the City. What makes you anxious?
What makes me anxious? Actually, I think the global warming is the thing that makes me the more anxious. Yeah, uh, more anxious than war because I think global warming is the first problem, and it's the first problem we put under the carpet. So yeah, it it really and I feel like I can't do nothing about it. So that's the thing that worries me the most. Yeah.
Hmm. You're not vegan or anything, are you?
No, I'm not vegan,
I think
but I try to eat less meat and not the red meat.
because I'm vegan, and I think they
Okay.
say, meat production is one of the worst things for
Yeah,
global warming.
totally. Yeah, totally. So I try to avoid beef because I know that there's different uh, not all the meats I don't have the words in English, sorry. Produce more CO2 than others, so I try to eat the less meat, but it's it's really in our culture to always eat meat, so it's really weird to I'm going step by step for this part. Yeah.
Yeah. I think when we grow up, it's, our parents automatically feed us meat because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
used to it. And so it's just like a tradition. And,
Mm,
until we think about it and, find out more, then
mm,
you know, I went, I stopped eating meat when I was 18. So I think I saw a leaflet about it and I was against like animal cruelty and I always loved animals. So, it just happened since then. But
it's
anyway,
great. Congrats. Congrats.
how did you become more aware of global warming then? What made you want to write songs about it and do what you can?
Mm. Oh, it's kind of a natural. I've always um, watched the news. I've always, since I'm in school, I'm always aware of. I kind of have I need to know what happens in the world. I'm not good when I'm don't listen to the news, and so I think it's like normal to when you are informed to have that stress and to say, we should do something. So I think it was a natural way of doing things. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like really impressed when I heard that you wrote songs about global warming. That was like one of the things that I thought, oh, this band's really cool. I mean, I like the sound of your songs and everything, but when I read that you wrote about global warming, I thought, oh,
Mm,
that's really cool. So
yeah, but there is always this paradox, like when you are doing music and you have to tour, you have to use a bus, you have to use a lot of things that produce a lot of CO2. So it's paradox, and it's always a balance in mind to feel bad about doing this, and in the same time you are singing songs that maybe will say to people and aware them. So but it's always a paradox. It's always about losing something, and but I want to have fun. But you see what I mean? The whole society push you to do things that produce a lot of CO2 and that produce pollution, and there is always that paradox. But and we all deal with it.
so in Get Back in Time, you sing change our mistakes truly one by one. So what mistakes do you think need to be changed in the world?
Uh, oh, there's a lot of mistakes. But what we see is when you leave nature alone, the nature becomes uh, whole very fast. So there is a lot of places when you leave the nature, we have to leave the nature alone in a lot of places in the world. Um, and maybe the other things that really worries me, and even in France, is poverty. When you see people in the street, and this is even a easier problem to solve than global warming. It's really a simple way to do that. So um, it's all the things that we see every day, and it's because we see them every day that we don't pay attention to them anymore. So um, and this is the people that we never talk about in the media, and so it's all those mistake that we do, and in your whole life, it's there is also, I think that everyone saying to themselves, I've done mistakes and I have to apologize to people. I have to apologize to, and I have to change things to be a better person. Because the whole message of the album is really you have to be a better person to make the society better. Society is individuals, and every individuals have to be better to make a better society. So it starts with yourself. But I'm not saying that to um, I don't know how to say it, but it's not to say it's not self-improvement really. It's for the others that you have to be better, not for yourself. Uh, it's really in the way of don't forget the others in the society. Yeah.
So did you want to try and inspire others with this album? Did you think we need to say something to make everybody think and
Uh,
become better?
yeah, we try at our level, but I don't think that songs will change the world, but they change a bit. It's a part of changing the world, a tiny part. But I think it's funny to have songs that just speak about party and having fun, but it's cool to speak about things important too. And I think it's just saying what a lot of people are thinking and without anything behind our minds. So it's just pure thoughts, I think. So that's what art is, pure thoughts, and you take them as you want. It's really a different things from the politics, and it's two different way of deliver a message. There is, when I say that, I don't want to be elected. I don't want to. I want nothing. I just want you to think, and that's also. Uh, that was just the way we do things, but it's funny because in our shows we don't really when we speak between the songs we want our shows to be we want to deliver a message into a party. You see, it's not a we don't really take a statement and in social in the social media we don't speak a lot of politics and global warming. We don't really deliver message outside of the songs because um, I don't feel really I don't have the try to find my words. Uh, why do people will listen to me more than someone else? So uh, even we only deliver a speak when it's really important. Like months ago when the extreme right in France were like this to the power, we put a message on our socials, but we really do this not a lot of time.
I- In Tear Myself Down, you sing, I cannot be just nothing. I gotta find my something. So did you feel like you had to be a singer? Or do you feel like you want to be more than just a normal person?
No, a singer is not more than a normal person. But yeah, it's when you do music and when you're an artist, it's there is always it, there are days when you feel like you're really strong and you believe in yourself, and there is other days when you really have giant doubts about what you're doing. And this song, I wrote this song in a day I was really down about this, and am I doing am I doing this right? And is this what I want to do with my life? Because it's a special life. It's something really weird because you are on stage and there's like thousands of people who are cheering at you, and the other days you are alone at your desk and writing things. So it's a day, it's a life like a roller coaster. You see, so um, and there was a moment where I really doubt about this and do I want to do I want this life and I gotta find my something, and I think that everybody has a something to something that makes you live, that makes you wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to live this day. So I think that my something is playing music for sure, yeah. But in the darkest days, that's a question I ask to myself, yeah.
Yeah. We all question ourselves though, don't we? I think. When did you first realize you wanted to be in a band?
Oh, a long time ago. When I when my mother bought me my first guitar, and when I played when I learned guitar on a Ramones record, I learned the whole record and I was playing in front of my glass, and and in my head I was on stage with a band, and it was really natural. I always said to myself, I want to do this. I want to be in a band, and especially in a band. I never wanted to be a solo artist. I have to be in a group. I have to do things with other people. I have to share this with other people. And there is something so great in Storm Orchestra is that when you are down, the others um, make you wake up. And it, there is always someone in a band to say to the others, "Hey, we can do this. We will achieve. We will live on this. We will get this album done." So there is a really friendship environment. We are always the three of us.
How old were you when you decided you wanted to be in the band?
Oh, I think 12,
Okay.
I would say. Yeah. I was playing piano before, but my examples as rock stars and don't play piano, so I don't the piano didn't bring me to be in a band. But when I leave the piano to play guitar, that's where I say, yeah, I can be in a band with that instrument.
Hmm. So your drummer Loic was the last member to join the band.
Yeah.
Did you know as soon as you met him or saw him play that he was perfect for your band?
Oh, it's quite funny because we met him because he borrowed to us a snare for a concert, and um, so we met him just to grab the snare, and like a year after, we contact him, and it was really natural. We did a rehearsal to check if it was cool, and really natural. In two rehearsal, he was in the band, and he started with big concert with giant crowds, and I think he was really thrilled to be in a band, and that's funny because we all come from different part of the rock. He's more into pop punk, and I'm more into indie rock, English indie rock, and Adrien is more into indie rock too. So we we feed ourselves with different influences. So it's been a really interesting meeting of peoples.
Hmm. And in Désolé, you sing Keep the Passion and Remember When It Started. Now, I know that was more in relation to a relationship, but
Yeah.
um, in relation to the band, how much passion do you have for music now? Do you have the same passion now as when you first started?
Oh, I think I have more passion now than when we started because um, every achievement that you get, like a bigger stage, a bigger crowd, always reminds you why you are doing this. So when there's always bigger things, it always give you more strengths, and you're more into it. So yeah, I think I have more passion that when we started and when we did the concert in front of two people, and so yeah, today is it's kind of amazing what we are living, and I say this to myself like every day, like wow. I I always say to myself, the little Max when he was 12, what would he think of seeing himself doing this? You see, like yesterday we played at the Olympia in Paris, and this is something I've always dreamed, and it was the second time we did this stage, and it's a legendary stage. So, wow, every day is incredible.